Okay.
And welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the Surplus Boys channel, and this is another comparison. So,
Of
yeah.
two similar but not guns.
Yeah, they are technically...
They're from the same family.
They're the same gun, pretty much, but...
This is the father.
Way different.
This is the cousin 3 times removed.
Yeah,
from Alabama.
Much. And that's
from Alabama.
That's how I feel about it, too. So, not to really crap on it.
You might have to cut the Alabama part out.
Nah, that's okay. We're American. We can make fun of Alabama.
We can make fun of incest.
Anyway, so...
Sorry, anybody from Alabama.
Yeah, sorry, guys. So here we have the American model 1917 and...
The American Enfield.
Yes, the American Enfield. And the Remington Model 30 Express. We've done videos on both of these.
Yep.
And about the history. So go watch those. They're there anywhere I plug it in.
By the time this comes out, the Model 30 video will be out.
Yeah.
If you actually are somebody who subscribed to us and look forward to our videos, which if you do, you have something wrong with you.
As that, I'm going to make that a little bit of a plug. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. Do the algorithm stuff.
Yeah, now we don't have to put it at the end.
Yeah, we don't have to put it at the end. Look at that. Already got to the point. Anyway, so
yeah, we're done. We're done now. That's it.
Yeah, we're done. Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye. So we're going to compare these two here. This is obviously a military arm. This is a sporting arm down here. This is going to be way heavier.
Yeah, it's about 10 pounds.
Yeah, about 10 pounds. I'm going to put some statistics up here and there. And yeah, well, you know, this holds, these both shoot actually the 30-06 cartridge. This holds 6, that holds 5. One extra round.
Yep.
That's because it has a nice little.
That's also because this was originally chambered in 303, which is a taper-walled cartridge, and 3006 is a straight-wall cartridge.
That's why it has a little belly.
Better cartridge.
Yeah. Looking at you, Britain.
Sorry, England.
Learn.
Get learnt.
Learn. Anyway, so...
It's too late now. They all use 5.56.
These both have practically the same bolt. Same exact placement of where it puts your hand down to the trigger.
Yep.
This, though, originally, this is meant to be a cock on closing.
Yep, like a Lee Enfield.
Like a Lee Enfield. That's what the British were used to.
Yep.
In the original P14 design. This, originally when these were made, they actually used these cock on closing bolts. These are actually cock on open for the Expresses.
Don't try to change these bolts out.
Yes,
we learned that the hard way.
And so with that, and then there's sights. Listen, there is not a single person in the world that can tell me these sights are better than these sights.
Yeah.
These Express sights,
they're pretty crappy.
they blow heavy.
Yeah.
I hate this
And this
gun.
is coming from a guy who likes lever guns, who's used to these sights.
I like lever guns, and I like the sights on them. But,
Not the sights on these.
But this gun, and just in general, I'm gonna crap on it. I'm sorry. This is pretty much most of this comparison video
is crapping on that gun.
Is me crapping on this gun. Sorry, Remington dudes. I just don't like it that much. And it's mine, unfortunately. Whatever.
It's one of the few guns that I said if he ever sells, I'm not buying it from him.
Yeah.
There is one saving feature of this gun, and we will get into it later.
Yes.
And it's only one feature. It is only one saving feature.
Only one.
Yeah. The sights suck. It's too light. It hurts when it recoils.
Yes.
And like this has a steel butt plate. This doesn't hurt when it recoils.
Yes.
The trigger's nice. Okay, so maybe there's two good things.
Yeah, so that is one thing, comparison between these two. This uses a military-style double-stage trigger.
Yeah.
That is your average single stage that most hunters would be accustomed to.
It's not a bad trigger, you know.
It's
say it.
It's not bad.
And this has a nice trigger for being a military
same
rifle.
safety.
Yeah, same safety up here.
Yeah.
Same dog leg in the bolt.
I mean, and
same release for the bolt. Same Mauser style release.
yeah, identical. Pretty much. There's a lot. They're the same gun.
It doesn't have the trap door on the back.
Yeah.
But
Why would a hunter need that?
It doesn't need that.
Obviously, taking this for hunting, this would be preferred. It's lighter. When you're hunting, you're just taking one shot. Understandable why it's so harsh on the recoil. This was meant to be fired a lot at other human beings.
That even makes me not want to shoot it more than, not even once.
Yeah, it's just...
That's worse than...
This would be a better hunting gun.
That's worse than the Mannlicher that my dad has.
Yeah, like this is... I use this to hunt. I'm not a hunter.
I would just use this to hunt too.
Yeah, it's a little heavier, but
you get the right sling on it, which this is a good sling, and you can use this sling to do a
what are the wrapper
the ready sling or whatever they call it, and
so
it works. It works.
I mean, in all honesty, in most hunting scenarios, I mean, I don't know, you know more. When you're hunting like with a rifle, you're usually just going into the woods and going to either a tree stand
or a spot
or a blind or something like that. So you're sitting around anyway.
Yeah.
So carrying the extra 2-3 pounds in and out, I don't know. It's really not that
Screw it.
It's not that bad.
Should we get into the one saving feature of this gun?
Well, we'll get into two different things with this gun. So the one saving feature with the Model 30 is that they did keep, and we discussed this in the previous video, they did keep the fact that it takes these bad boys.
It still takes a standard
So
trigger clip.
it still takes that, still goes in, whoop. So that is the only hunting rifle I think I know of
that takes stripper clips.
That takes stripper clips that was not
Sporterized
by some dude in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Who I don't like. I do not like you. Do not sporterize old guns, please. Unless they're pieces of garbage. Well, no. See that? No, we're gonna get no. We're not. That's for the next.
I have a gun that's sporterized. I'm not going to say what it is.
No.
But I have a gun that's sporterized that somebody did right.
That is not sporterized, Patrick. They just chopped the mofo. Okay.
You're not
That's
wrong.
it. They didn't sporterize it. They chopped it.
Yeah, you're right.
And they chopped it to the legal standard. Okay. Anyway, so with that, that's the only one saving grace out of this gun. And then one of the big things, because we're really into obviously military stuff, this can't take a bayonet.
This can.
This can. That
And
is one
this.
thing that I do like is bayonets, because bayonets are cool.
Bayonet!
I know they're super outdated, and you really don't need them nowadays.
Wait, where's my mic?
Yeah, do a little shing, little.
This is a 16.5-inch or 17.5-inch bayonet.
Yes.
Same thing that the Winchester 97 uses.
So, this.
That's not even in frame if you do it there.
That's not even in frame. Here, hold it in for me,
there
please.
you go.
So.
Fire division.
Whoa! Look at that.
Like
Isn't
there's
that
a
lovely?
there's a short on the channel about this, but like,
Isn't that lovely?
look at how much room I have to like stab somebody.
That's so lovely. Obviously, it's extremely morbid, but it looks pretty good.
It makes the front of this gun really heavy.
Yeah, it makes it much heavier. That's nice. So, but the problem
just
is
look
though.
at that.
Let's take this off though. Let's
Same release as a Mauser.
So
Put this back here
put that back there.
because I'll just keep fondling it and making noises, and
then
you
this.
won't be able to hear him talk.
There is no bayonet lug piece.
And
you probably can't even see it because I don't have it in frame. Whatever, who cares? But this doesn't have it. But it does fit on that muzzle.
We have schemed.
So I think I'm gonna do it. And it'll be a later video. I am gonna be an idiot and somehow get some sort of bayonet lug on this rifle. Why?
Because we can.
Because I can, and it'll actually make me like this gun more because, in all honesty, I think I have...
I think collectively we've shot maybe less than 100 rounds through that gun.
No, way less than that. Probably maybe 40.
Yeah.
40 rounds out of that gun.
Like everybody who shoots this gun hates it.
I have probably 3 guns in my safe that are at the bottom of the barrel,
Yeah.
and that's one of them. That's kind of saying where it sits in my life. Now I guess we're going to beg the question that we're going to try to keep on these comparison videos. What
For
would
the
we
rifles,
change?
just ground rules quickly for the rifles. Unless it's like a 22 or something small, home defense gets put out the window.
I guess the 2 questions is using this during the time period it was meant for. So
Let's start with that one first because
We'll
we started
start
with
with
the
this.
other one first on the last video.
wait, what?
I said let's start with the time period one first because we started with the other one first.
Oh,
on the
okay,
last
yeah.
video.
So we'll start with this guy because we'll talk more fondly of this, and then we'll just crap on that some more.
Yeah.
So
Let you go first.
yeah, for this 1917, if you've seen plenty of different videos from plenty of the bigger gun tubers, CN Arsenal,
A lot of guys
you know,
like this
Forgotten
gun.
Weapons, a bunch of other dudes, when they compare World War I rifles, most people say this is near the top of the list.
Yeah, this usually comes out.
This
pretty close
has
on top.
probably some of the best accoutrements and just handleability out of all of them.
Which goes to show if the British kept it in 303 and liked it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they could have gotten rid of them.
I mean, I like the Lee Enfield. Don't get me wrong.
But
it'll still take an American to make the gun better. But that's not the point.
Yeah. Sorry, Britain. Anyway, but yeah, it's got all the yummy nicenesses.
It's got the best sights.
Best sights out of pretty much any gun during the time.
Yeah.
Most of them had your standard
This is the only gun that had peep sights that I know. Rifle that had peep sights.
Yeah, where the sight was on the receiver.
Yeah.
At least on the front of the receiver.
Bayonets on par with everything else. I mean, if you want to compare this to a pattern 1907 bayonet that's British, it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, when it comes to bayonets, this is,
I would still take these bayonets, this style bayonet, over a German bayonet.
But
I guess this style bayonet I think is stronger.
Yeah. And, there's that. The placement of the bolt to the trigger, quite nice.
That's a little weird for Americans, but
it's weird for Americans.
After you shoot this gun, if you've never shot this gun,
that is a derivative from its English roots.
Yeah, but where it is, it's perfect.
And then the semi-pistol grip, it's pretty nice.
This basically copies an Enfield.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the same style grip.
Yeah, it helps you hook it in really nice. Obviously, it's a little bit more difficult to get wood for that. But we're America. When we were doing that stuff, we had all the resources at the time to do that.
Basically, both of us are going to say, yes, we would take this gun.
Yes, we would take this for its time period. It holds 6 instead of 5. It does take a bit of extra effort to put that 6
Yeah, the
in.
U.S. never issued 6-round strip clips.
But, pretty much, pretty good gun.
And they even went on to Lend-Lease service in World War II. So.
Yeah, so now we're going to get off the high horse, and we're going to go down and
go to
the
the low horse.
So we're going to swap these, actually. Put that down.
Don't let this thing touch my gun.
And
this thing doesn't even stand.
Yeah, it doesn't like to stay in the stand.
Is there features about this gun that's nice? Would I use it to hunt in, the 30s?
So, the time period would be the late 20s, 30s.
I'd hunt with it. If it's all I could get, fine.
Yeah, so this...
I could see this appealing to a veteran of World War I.
Yeah, get me used to it. Yeah.
I could see this appealing to one of them. Aside from that, it's hot, steaming pile of garbage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry to everybody who likes Remington. I like Remington, and even the two guns we're comparing are Remington. This is a Remington made model 1917.
Yeah, made by the same factory. So
yeah, I like Remington.
With this, in some cases, same tooling was used on both of these guns.
Yeah, it's just the problem is this gun's too light for what it needs to be.
I don't,
all around, if it's the only rifle I could use for hunting, yes, I'd use it.
Yeah.
But if somebody said I have this or a lever action, I would take the lever action.
Yeah, same. I'm also super biased to lever actions, but
you get my point though.
Anyway, there's
a reason 30-30 is the most common deer cartridge in the U.S.
Yeah, this works. It's well powered for the job of anything in North America, pretty much.
Yeah, it'll take down most things.
It's just the package it's in is just.
It's too light.
It's not that. Yeah, I have a Winchester 1895,
which probably weighs about the same.
Which weighs about the same,
and it kicks less.
Almost the same exact barrel length, same probably weight distribution.
The sights are pretty much the same.
Same cartridge.
Yeah.
And I prefer to shoot that over this.
Yeah. And we thought when you picked up that 1895 that it was going to kick like a mule.
No,
it is so pleasant to shoot.
Yeah, that's a nice gun.
This thing, I just don't know how it's worse.
I'm really crapping on this gun. This poor gun.
I know.
Anyway.
Like this gun's been around for, a little bit less than 100 years, but I get where Remington was going with it. I get it.
Yeah,
they just came out of the war. What do we do with all these 1917 parts?
Yeah.
What do we do with it? How can we make money? Because interwar period for Remington was never good.
Yeah, well, most companies back then, it was tough.
For Winchester, it was pretty fine because Winchester had all the lever guns to go off of.
Yeah, that
Colt obviously made 1911s through eons.
Yeah. But there's still struggles. I mean, the competitor to this gun was the Winchester Model 54.
This is where he'll know more than I do.
And also, yet again, I have a lot of biases. I'm more of a Winchester dude than a Remington.
If he's going to buy a Model 1917, he's going to buy a Winchester.
I will buy, a Winchester version. But for this guy, I would prefer the Winchester. I've never even shot a Winchester 54. That's how bad this gun is for me to already go with the Winchester. Yeah. So
we're sorry to crap on it because it's not like it's a bad gun. It just wasn't executed rightly. It was executed poorly.
For a hunting gun, in all honesty, opinions completely aside,
it's a usable gun.
It's a perfectly fine gun. It works. It's accurate. actually.
And it's strong. The action's
It's a strong
It's
action.
robust.
It can take a beating.
Exactly.
This gun wasn't taken care of very well by the previous owner. But it still works, still does its job. Stripper clip thing's pretty freaking cool. I must say that is a double. It's like an A+ for me.
Go watch the short on this gun where he yeets the stripper clip out of this at like Mach 10.
Yeah, so it does that. It's just personally,
this doesn't fit into what we're used to, and it doesn't fit into it does fit into what we like, but it's a weird offshoot of what we like where it goes into the civilian world. You will notice throughout this channel that we're gonna focus primarily on military guns. We both own sporting guns. I own more than he does, as I am a hunter. And I have some, I think, what is cool sporting guns. I have a Remington Model 11, which is in itself is an interesting shotgun, not just in a sporting realm. It's just an interesting shotgun. The whole idea, the whole story behind it, the military did use it.
it's a good gun. But
it's just we're people who go to the range and we shoot guns multiple times and not just take 3 or 4 shots and say, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, we're usually like extensively testing things or just kind of being not necessarily stupid, but just having a blast, literally.
So not to crap on the gun, but it's like I said, it just doesn't. We're getting more passionate about this than we are about the video that we made about this, which is kind of funny. You'll see the difference.
Yeah, the actual. I mean, I might put this in. I might keep this out. Who knows? The actual video for this gun, it's already come out by the time this video's come out.
Yeah.
You can obviously tell already our attitudes toward that video, because when I was editing it, wow, I could just tell I was totally not about doing that video.
Now, in this one, we've gotten a little bit more passionate about it because
this one we're really, really pushing our envelope of how much we don't like it.
But at the same time, though, as much as we don't like it, we can see what we like about it, and we can see for the time it was good.
Yeah. And then
now, let's get to the next question.
That leads straight into the next question.
So the next question
what
is,
would we freaking change about this
if you
thing?
could take away or add one thing to any gun that we ever,
3, maybe even 20.
And we want to hear what you guys say in the comments, whatever. We appreciate that. But if you could take and add or subtract a feature from any of these guns, and you'll see this in all of our comparisons, we'll put this in there, what would it be? Let's just get this out of the way first. I know what mine would be, but you go first because I went first on the 1911.
Me go first? Well, there's actually, that's kind of weird. There's technically 3 things. That's how many things I would need to change to really feel all right with this gun.
I know what one of them is.
Definitely. It has to be able to take a bayonet.
It takes stripper clips. That's great.
It's a hunting rifle. I know they're not supposed to have them, but...
What if I want to stab that
But this is me. I get to share my opinions to you. It's not the other way
This
around.
is the internet.
Unless you comment. But anyway.
This is the internet where we get to say whatever we want.
Yeah, so I do want a bayonet lug for this somehow. That is number 1. And then number 2 is get rid of these sights. And then also to add to necessarily to the bayonet, which actually kind of entails with each other. If you're going to put a bayonet lug on this, might as well incorporate things back here. This is nice. Okay, I'm okay with the stock back here. But when you start getting here, start incorporating this style stock all the way up to here.
Yep. That's actually one of the things I was going to say is put this in a full-length stock.
Yeah, full-length stock. It doesn't need to be,
You don't have to have the hand. Yeah, you don't have to have the full handguard, but full-length stock.
Just maybe even to the bottom.
Guns in carbine-style stocks that go all the way up to the barrel. Fucking sexy.
So that's what I would change about it. That's and then I guess you said your one thing too, right?
Yeah, the one thing would be the stock. The biggest thing for me is get the weight up on the gun, and then it'll shoot better.
Yeah, that's especially with that stock. If you have more weight up here,
definitely for me, the sights don't bother me as much, but they still are
they're not.
When you realize that 90% of our guns, at least mine, are aperture sight guns like these, and we both agree that we don't like Mauser sights.
Yeah. I'd take a Mosin sight over a Mauser sight.
Even though they're relatively the same thing.
They're pretty close, but they're just slightly different. I can at least read a Mosin sight a little bit better than a Mauser sight. So,
but I mean, the only things I would change would be the stock, the sight. I don't care about the bayonet too much.
That's so cool though.
I personally would want this to be cock on close.
So you can probably maybe bring this back to cock on closing because originally these guns were.
You could probably get the same. You could probably go to Liberty. You could probably go to Liberty Tree. You could probably get the conversion, not the conversion kit, but so back in the '60s, people would convert these to cock on open.
Yeah.
And I can see why now because probably this.
Makes sense.
You can buy all the original parts from Liberty Tree. We can't put the link in the description because of YouTube, but Liberty Tree, if you ever need parts for 1917, go there.
Yeah. But we've changed the bolts on these. So
Don't do it. His bolt gets stuck in my gun.
Yeah. So the thing is, his bolt will fit in here, no problem, and will work. Other thing though, this bolt will not go in there.
Which is weird. No, it will go in there. It won't come out.
It will not come out.
And we don't know why.
You can't put a cock-on closing bolt in this. So that's pretty easy.
You could buy a whole bolt assembly.
That's something easy you can fix.
Yeah.
So
and that's just a me thing. I like cock-on close. Personally, at both bolt-action rifles, well, a majority of my bolt-action rifles are cock-on close, and I've come to like it. I'm not saying it's the best.
Preference.
But it's the smoothest.
Yeah. So...
Unless it's a Krag, but that's because you have one locking lug.
Krag.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting off topic.
Yeah, we are.
All right, so
any flavor.
Enough of this guy. Let's bring him back down. I'm tired of looking at him.
Yeah, let's put this thing
sorry,
back
Remington
up here.
Model 30.
Back to the good Remington.
Back to the good guy. So this one's going to be, I guess, a little difficult to really say
For
what
me,
we would change.
I know the one thing I'd change.
Well, you go first.
It's heavy. And we know it. It's heavy.
Yeah.
If they made a carbine version of this, not a carbine version, but you know what I mean.
That would be cool.
It would be cool. I think it'd make it a lot handier.
Because it's what 27, 28 inches. If you just chop it down, probably to like 1903 length, maybe a little shorter, maybe
longer than
2 inches.
I think.
Because 1903 is 24 inches.
Yeah.
24, 22 inches. That'd be pretty cool.
That's gotta be nice.
That'd be pretty cool.
Aside from that, there's not much that I would change. There is not anything I have found on this gun that has been like, oh, that sucks. There's really, once I converted it back over to cock-on close, or cock-on open, not close,
cock-on close.
Sorry, dyslexia. Once I converted it back to what it was, there's not much I'd change.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Stock's fine. I like the finger grooves up front. Some people say I have the wrong sling on it. This is a Kerr no buckle sling. I prefer this over a leather sling. I think this is a better sling. There's not much.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything I'd change on this gun. In all honesty,
no. This is what.
Even the weight, I'm okay with the weight.
I'll give you one. What is something that most World War I guns could be adapted to that this never got adapted to? Because, well, let's face it, we entered the war in 1917. Trench mags.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool, yeah. A trench mag.
Yeah.
Trench mag would be pretty cool, yeah.
So, obviously that's...
I mean, maybe one day if we get a really crummy one.
I'd do it. Not to this one. This one's too nice.
Oh, well, yeah, not this one. I'm saying, yeah, we get a crummy... Yeah. We get a crummy one from Royal Tiger that's real cheap, like $600-700.
Or we could do it to a P14.
Yeah, but it's 303. We don't want 306.
I don't
anyway,
mind 303.
Well, no, because the thing is, if we take one of these and we make a trench mag, we just take an M1A mag.
Or BAR mag.
Or BAR mag.
Yeah.
And that's easy because it's already 30.6.
Yeah. Well, an M1A is not 30.6. That's 7.62 NATO. So you'd have to use a BAR
mag. And then 14 or whatever. And
it's still 7.62 NATO. You're not going to fit the cartridge.
Oh, no. All right. Well, whatever. I'm uneducated, whatever.
BAR mag.
But yes, that would work.
It would.
It could be done.
Yeah. Trench mag would be cool.
Not in this state. When we move, we leave.
Like an Air Service 1903. Oh,
yeah, just imagine that.
That would be a great idea.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I see why they made the 1903 an Air Service rifle, but
it's more smaller.
It's also lighter.
It's handier. This sight, the one thing I could think of, it's very minute and doesn't really need to be changed.
I wish this had windage adjustment, not just in the front sight.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was going to say. Back here, kind of like, I mean, I know there's a big debate about the Buffington sight, but a sight kind of like that where you have fine adjustment in all.
Well, like the 03
areas.
had windage up here.
Yeah. So something like that. That would be cool.
Windage would be nice.
That would be cool.
But aside from, because your windage is adjusted through the front sight.
Yeah. But you gotta take a punch and
exactly.
Over, so.
But I mean, aside from that, there's not much you can change about this gun.
Yeah, this is probably going to be one of the only guns in this entire thing of comparisons where we will really not need to add something to it because it's just that good.
The M1's probably another one.
Yeah, probably. So I guess with that, we're going to cut it because this video is way too dang long. I can already tell.
And I'm going to make sure he leaves this in. Fun fact, if you like World War I as much as we do, and you like music, this is a shameless plug for a band that I listen to. There is a band called Sabaton. A lot of you might be familiar with them already. They do heavy metal, and it's all historical stuff.
Oh, that guy. Okay, them guys. All right.
Oh, you've listened to them?
I think I've listened to them.
I think I've had you listen to them.
With you, yeah.
Yeah, they do some good stuff. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but go listen to their stuff. we can actually leave that link down in the description. Like,
I'm not a metal guy, so it's not
but
really my ballpark.
Yeah, but it's cool what they do. They've done 2 albums on World War I, and they have 2 versions of the albums. They have the regular version, then they have the history version, which has like a little bit about like what the song's about.
Yeah.
So like
I remember those. Yeah.
So like it's good stuff, and what they do for the historical community, they're overseas, for what they do for like, you know, the community of people who enjoy history and, you know, want to teach it to other people. They do cool stuff. It's just a shameless plug for them. I think they're great. They'll probably never watch this video, but I don't care.
Who knows?
Go listen to them. Go make, a lot of people listen to them anyway, but go make more people listen to them.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
But aside from that, that's it.
That is it. So we are going to leave you. I already did all of the basic YouTuber stuff earlier in the video, so I don't have to say anything else.
But he said it, so I'm going to say like, comment, subscribe.
Oh.
Tell us your comments. Tell us what you change on these guns.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. It's good to get some opinions from other people that aren't just me and him blabbering to each other.
Exactly.
That's pretty much the concept of this.
Because the problem
channel.
is, we have other friends that enjoy this stuff. They just, I don't want to say they're uneducated. They just don't have the knowledge we do.
Well, they just don't like to spew things out like idiots like we do.
That's also true.
Yeah.
But and also at the same time,
they also don't have the same type of arsenals either.
Except for David, who doesn't hang out with us and has guns like this. Come on, David.
I'm tired of you hiding from us.
I'm sending this video to him.
God,
he's got some. He's got some cool stuff. He just won't come and hang out.
All right.
I am. You know what? I'm calling him after we get done.
All right. Good. We're gonna call David. Have a great day. Have a great time pooping or eating or sleeping.
This is another good video to watch.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be sleeping and watch this. Maybe you are. Maybe you're watching another YouTube video and then you fell asleep and this one started.
Yeah.
So
you still gave us a view though.
Thanks. We appreciate you. You have a good time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Little.